Hello everyone, welcome back to Sense Business Studies. So today we'll be learning an IGCSE Accounting 0425 topic, Manufacturing Accounts Part 2. In the previous lesson we learned the theory part of manufacturing accounts, and today we'll be learning how to make a manufacturing account for IGCSE questions. So I'm having my own YouTube channel as well, called Crazy IGCSE, and it includes subjects such as IGCSE Physics, Biology, Accounting, Business, Economics, English as Second Language, Maths, tips and hacks for studying. So this is the format of a manufacturing account. First we start with the opening inventory of raw materials. Then we add the purchase of raw materials and the carriage inwards. Now we find one value, then we deduct it with the closing inventory of raw materials. Then you get the amount cost of raw materials consumed. After that you add the direct labor and the direct expenses. So what we do here is, here we're trying to find the prime cost first and then the indirect cost. So prime cost is basically the direct cost. That's why if you see, you can see the direct materials here, the direct labor and direct expenses, so that we find the prime cost or the direct cost. So after we add all that, we will get one amount which will be the prime cost. After that you will have to find the factory overhead expenses. Factory overhead expenses means indirect expenses. So that comes like rent, insurance, depreciation, electricity. We add that, then we get one amount. After that we add with the opening work in progress. Now don't mix work in progress with the raw materials inventory. Work in progress is a different type of inventory which is explained in the part 1 of manufacturing accounts. Then after we add that amount of opening work in progress, we deduct it with the closing work in progress, and then we get the production cost of goods completed. So this is all we need to do for manufacturing account. You can ignore this part. So this is basically the format of a manufacturing account. Now let's work out one question. So this is the first question, and here we'll have to first identify the things which need to be in a manufacturing account. So first let's see, here they're saying the stocks are at 1 September 2002 and here 31st August 2003. So here it's obvious that this is the opening inventory and this is the closing. So first we have to record the opening inventory of raw material. So we get 7040 over here. We don't take the 6220 amount because that's the closing amount. So this is a worked example. The opening inventory of raw material is 7040. After that we'll have to record the purchase of raw materials. Now that is over here, so we can take the amount 43820, and here we can tick, we add that. Then if there's any carriage inwards, we add that, but in this question we don't have any carriage inwards, so we can directly go to deducting the closing inventory of raw material. Now for closing inventory of raw material, we take the amount 6220 because it's in the raw material type of inventory and it is at the end of the year. So we deduct 6220 and we get an amount of 44,640. Then we take the direct expenses or the direct labor. Here we have factory operatives for 4190 plus 1170. Now where did 1170 come from? The additional information. So if you see, the wages were due, which means accrued amount. We'll be learning about accrued amount also in our next video. So that we have factory operatives accrued 1170. So we add that with the factory operatives. So here, why don't we record factory supervisors here? So as I had mentioned before in my previous video, factory supervisors is going to be an indirect cost, so it will not come in the prime cost part. Prime cost, only direct costs will be there, and below prime cost will be the indirect costs. So here also there is another type of wage for office and sales staff. Again, I had mentioned earlier that office, anything relating to office expenses and all that will not be recorded in a manufacturing account. Only factory related items will be recorded in a manufacturing account. So then we add the factory operatives as well, and we get an amount of 86,000. Now 86,000 is the prime cost. After that, we have to move towards the factory overheads. In the factory overheads, we have factory supervisors because it's an indirect wage. So here it's mentioned factory supervisors 18,400. Then rate and insurance. So rate and insurance is having an amount of 7,500, but in the question there is, in the additional information, there is a part of rates and insurance are to be apportioned factory 4/5 and office 1/5. Now we did not consider the factory part because that's not going to be counted in a manufacturing account, so we can cut that part and we can go for the factory 4/5. So what we'll have to do is we'll have to do 4/5 of 7,500 because the amount is 7,500 for rates and insurance. Then we get an amount of 6,000 and we record that. Then we have general expenses. Now in general expenses, what will be taken in the manufacturing account? Only the factory amount, because office amount is not in a manufacturing account. So we take 5,340. Then there's depreciation as well. So depreciation is 20% on the cost. So in this, the depreciation percentage is 20% on the cost, and the amount of the machinery for the factory machinery it is 42,000, and for the office machinery it is 23,000. Now we'll be recording the factory machinery amount, so we do 20% of 42,000. So here it's not mentioned, but we'll mention it. 20% of 42,000, which gives you an amount of 8,400. Let me record 8,400. We add these values, we add them, then we get an amount of 38,140. Then we go and check for the opening work in progress. Yes, there is an opening work in progress. The opening part is 2002 1st September, so we take this amount 810. We add 3,840 and the 86,000 of the prime cost. That's one thing students forget to do. They don't add the prime cost with the indirect cost value. So if we do the prime cost 86,000 plus 38,140, the indirect cost, we get 124,140. Then we add it with the opening work in progress, which is 810. We get an amount of 124,950. After that, we need to see if there is a closing work in progress. Yes, there is a closing work in progress, which is 950. So we deduct 950 and we get an amount of 124,000. So the total cost of production is 124,000. So this is the answer for total cost of production of a manufacturing account. So this is how we do a manufacturing account. I hope these concepts are clear. For more, check out www.sensebusiness.co.uk. Please subscribe, like, share and comment. Thank you very much for watching Sense Business Studies.